What up, everybody? I got something I want to talk about, while I'm watching the Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford fight. I'm picking Bud Crawford to win, which I've been saying every time somebody asks me, who you picking to win between Bud Crawford and then Canelo Alvarez? Bud Crawford. There you go. But anyway, I got something I want to talk about. I want to talk about Arch Manning. Arch Manning. This guy is not the quarterback everybody thought he was. It is a reason. It is a reason when it comes to his quarterbacking skills that Peyton Manning says he's adopted. It's a reason for it. This guy is looking really, really terrible, really mediocre, less than average. And guess what? He is not as advertised. I can tell you that right now. This guy was picked as a front runner for the Heisman Trophy before he even started a game. Well, not before he started a game, because he started two last season against the worst team in the SEC and ULM, and he won those games. So I can't say before he started a game, but before he became a starter in college football. And we all see what Arch Manning is. In game one, I think he had a total of about 35 passing yards at the half in their first game against Ohio State. Okay? He did his thing last week, albeit it was in the second half. And lo and behold, here it comes against UTEP. Of all teams, UTEP. UTEP came into this game with a loss. I don't even know what conference they in, and I really don't care. Against UTEP, this guy, the Texas fans was booing him. It got so bad. They was booing him. They so frustrated and angry with this guy and his lack of quarterbacking skills. But guess what? Steve Sarkisian will not go away from the guy. Steve Sarkisian believes in the guy. He didn't bench him either. He didn't bench him. This guy in the first half, 5 of 16 for 69 yards, which means he had 11 incompletions in the first half. Out of those 11 incompletions, this man had 10 consecutive incompletions. 10 consecutive. Have y'all ever seen that in a college football game from a starting quarterback? 10 consecutive incomplete passes? I don't think I've ever seen that. And that's when the boos came. What I want to know is, where is the same criticism that Quinn Ewers received? Because everybody, including me, the Texas fans, and everybody else, was criticizing Quinn Ewers. He ain't the guy. We need to see what Arch got. Well, you see what Arch got now, which is a bunch of baloney. That's what he got, a bunch of baloney. He's serving y'all up some damn baloney, serving them Texas fans up a whole lot of baloney. He got beans and baloney. That's what he got. That's what he got. Beans and fucking baloney. And that's what he's serving them Texas fans. He is a disaster. Boos. Boo. Come on, man. And guess what? Quinn Ewers got all that criticism. And Arch Manning is way worse than Quinn Ewers. At least he is now. This man ended the game with a total of 114 yards. Passing yards, I might add. But 114 passing yards. Just freaking terrible. Now, he did run for 51 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. He did do that. He was responsible for all 3 touchdowns. He threw 1 and ran for 2. So I give him that. But his quarterbacking skills right now is not up to par. He probably disappointed his uncles, his dad, and his granddad. He probably disappointing everybody. I ain't lying. Everybody. It's a damn shame. And this is the guy that was the front runner for the Heisman coming into the season. Coming into the season. I think Bud Crawford putting up a clinic right now. I think it's going into round 6. I think he putting the clinic on old Canelo. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, round 7. Round 7. All right. But anyway, Arch Manning, man, he got a lot to work on. I mean, a whole lot. A whole lot. Everybody except OKB. You can't say me. All right. They had this guy as the best quarterback in college football during the offseason. Everybody looked good during the offseason. You know, everybody looked good. But this guy, when these bullets flying, I don't know what to tell him. I don't know what to tell him. You know, I'm not a quarterback coach, but I can tell him he looked like garbage. I can tell him that. Hopefully he'll get his shit together and become the quarterback that everybody thought he could be. Because the way it look, he will be coming back next year. Because ain't no way in hell. Well, I don't know. He got the Manning name. Maybe somebody will draft him after this debacle in hopes that they can work with him and fix him. Well, they'll have a whole lot of fixing to do. Because right now, man, that boy looking like an old 56 Chevrolet that need a whole brand new damn motor. He look bad. Real bad. But hey, it is what it is. But guess what? Guess what? When I asked the question, why was he getting so much hype coming into the season, him and them Texas Longhorns, guess what I was told? I already told you this a couple of times, but guess what I was told? Look at the name on the back of his jersey. Look at who his uncles is. Look at who his granddad is. That's what I was told, why he was getting so much hype and why Texas was getting so much hype. They told me Texas was getting so much hype because of Steve Sarkisian. Oh, he been to the playoff the last 2 years. Come on, man. Yeah, that's good. But he done been the head coach of Texas how long? 5, 6 years now? I don't believe in the off-season hype. Unless it's dealing with my Alabama Crimson Tide. But anybody else, I don't believe in that off-season hype. I don't. Especially a quarterback that has never been a starter besides 2 freaking games. That's a wait and see mode. That's what that is, wait and see. And they put all these expectations on Arch Manning. All because he was Peyton Manning and Eli Manning nephew and Arch Manning Sr.'s grandson. That is why. You take that Manning name off the back of that jersey, he'll be just a regular run-of-the-mill quarterback. And you take that Manning name off the back of that jersey, everybody will be talking about Texas quarterback need to be benched. Everybody. And I think Steve Sarkisian won't bench the guy because he's a Manning. That's what I think. Because he don't deserve, through these 3 games, the way he looked, he don't deserve to be no damn starter. He don't. Or, if that's not the case, somebody else deserves to have a chance. Because you done went through 1 game, this is out of 3 games. 1 game you go into halftime with like 35 yards passing. This game you go into half, 69 yards passing with 10 straight incompletions. Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. 5 of 6 in the first half. 5 of 16. You had 11 incompletions with 10 straight incompletions. Man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. It's absolutely asinine that you got guys on the bench. And, you know, all coaches do this. But you got guys on the bench that's probably better than better than Arch Manning. And the teammates probably know it. And some other coaching staff probably know it. And Arch Manning probably know it himself. This guy's better than me. But because my name is Arch Manning, I'm going to get the benefit of the doubt. I can throw 35 yards in a half. I can throw 69 yards in a half. I can have 10 straight incompletions. I can throw interceptions. Because my name is Manning. And my uncles won Super Bowls. That's what it is to me. That's what it is to me. Because had this been Quinn Ewers, we all know what the talk would be about. Quinn Ewers could have been a freaking started freaking 7 games and did excellent. And then the next 3 games, he looked like this. Texas fans would want him benched. Guaranteed. Boy, he would be getting so much criticism. I'm just saying. That's the way it is. But anyway, I try to tell y'all, just wait and see what Quinn Ewers, I keep saying Quinn Ewers, but just wait and see what Arch Manning going to do. Because guess what? I told you, being a backup is way different than being a starter. That's all I know. In Texas, they ain't going to go far with Quinn Ewers. With Arch Manning. I keep saying Quinn Ewers, but Texas ain't going to go far with Arch Manning. Not with him playing like this. Not when they get into SEC play. Even though they got an easy schedule when it comes to the SEC. Now, they got another cupcake next week in Sam Houston. Are y'all serious? San Jose State, UTEP, and Sam Houston back to back to back. Anyway, then you got Florida. If he come out and play like this again, even against Florida, he'll lose. You're going to lose to Oklahoma. You'll beat Kentucky, maybe. But if you Arch Manning play like this once again, maybe. You might beat Mississippi State if he play like this. Vanderbilt, that's really, that's a loss. I'm going to call it as a loss. Georgia is a loss. Texas A&M is a loss. I'm going to call Arkansas a loss if Arch Manning continue to play like he do. That's what I'm saying. If Arch Manning continue to play like he do, you're going to lose to Florida. You're going to lose to Oklahoma. You're going to lose to Vanderbilt. You're going to lose to Georgia. You're going to lose to Arkansas and Texas A&M. That's 6 losses. That's if Arch Manning continue to play the way he play. But if he step it up, you're still going to lose to Georgia. You're still going to lose to Oklahoma. You probably still going to lose to Texas A&M. That's 3 more losses. I don't think Texas make the playoffs. That's just me. I could be wrong. But they was dubbed a playoff team coming into the season. They was a possible freaking national champion pick. A possible SEC champion. Ain't none of that shit gonna happen. And Arch Manning was a leading Heisman Trophy candidate. Ain't none of that shit gonna happen. All of them off-season predictions for Texas, ain't none of it gonna happen. And that's fact. It is what it is.